The New Balance 2002R is currently one of the hottest sneakers from the brand, with both collabs as well as general release colorways selling out pretty much every time. And for their latest collab, New Balance went all the way down under, teaming up with Australian streetwear boutique Up There Store. My name is Josh and I will be reviewing the New Balance 2002R Backyard Legends. So what is good, guys, and welcome back to all of my long-term viewers. Shout out to you guys as usual for supporting the channel, and if you are new here, my name is Josh. I do sneaker reviews and all kinds of other sneaker content. I'm dropping at least 3 videos a week, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check out my bi-weekly sneaker podcast available on Spotify as well as all other streaming platforms, the Kickback Pod. The link is in the description. And while you're at it, if you're looking for more how to style sneakers type of content, check out my Instagram at JDKick6. So here we go. I got it. The New Balance 2002R collab with Up There Store. These did release on July the 15th on the Up There Store website, and apparently they won't be releasing on New Balance or anywhere else. So we pretty much just had one chance to get them. I did manage to cop them from their site on release date. And this is a pretty historic collab because it is the first time we've seen New Balance collaborate with an Australian store. And Up There took full advantage, making this as uniquely Australian as possible. I have to say, I love the inspiration and the whole marketing behind this shoe. It says on the site, a shoe ready for the sport of suburban life. We all love athletic heroes, but what about a typical Australian barbecue? Or as my Australian friends like to say, a barbie. The description of the shoe also contains the most Australian sentence I have ever seen. A single afternoon might see you playing a few overs of cricket between flipping snags, swatting away muzzies and coping with relentless humidity, all the while grappling an ice cold tiny in your spare hand. And the colorway of the shoe, turns out it wasn't even inspired by anything in particular. They basically thought that these colors went good together, so that's pretty much the explanation. And I love the honesty behind that. I feel like there's so many collabs that come with some really ridiculous explanations for their colorway inspiration. Meanwhile, Up There Store is like, we just thought it looked good. Let's get into it, starting off with the box. And this is, by the way, the shipping box, not the shoe box. You actually get a customized shipping box with the logos of both brands. It says Backyard Legends on the back, 2002R on the side. And Up There Store, if you guys are watching this video, you need to tell me the name of this font because I think it looks dope. Opening up the shipping box, the shoes you see come in a customized dust bag. Pretty nice little extra there, but the shoes itself just come in your regular gray New Balance box, which makes me wonder, am I actually supposed to keep the shipping box this time? And moving on to the shoes themselves, what an interesting looking colorway, shades of dark green, purple, and white. The colorway does resemble some previous New Balances, for example, that Emilion d'Or 990 V5 that came out a few years ago. It also kind of reminds me of that 990 V3 Stray Rats colorway. You get a deep green mudguard, and you also get this little extra 2002R written in 3M. The toe box is done in white mesh, and you have some purple panels that do have 3M on the edges. The majority of the panels of the shoe are done in this very deep green color, including the lateral and medial side panels. And then as we move towards the back of the shoe, you get that big hit of purple. Moving down to the midsole, you get a mostly white midsole, and you do have these hits of what looks like a sky blue type of color, which complements the rest of the shoe really well, I gotta say. The energy cushioning towards the back of the shoe features purple, green, and black hits. And then on the outsole, you get a mostly sky blue colored outsole. Let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think about just this colorway alone? It's definitely not a colorway for everyone, I would say. Like, I'm kind of on the fence about it. Wasn't really inspired by anything in particular, just a bunch of carefully selected colors by Up There Store. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Besides the colorway, there are quite a few extras with this shoe. Have a look at this tongue. It does have New Balance embossed in the tongue, and that actually comes directly from a 990 V3. And perhaps the most significant thing about the shoe, and maybe my favorite part about the shoe, is that it says Australia on the tongue instead of USA. Not really something we've ever seen New Balance do before. If I was Australian, I would love that little detail. Also, have a look at these laces. I don't think I've ever seen laces like these. They're apparently called shore laces. They remind me of those crinkly frozen fries that you see sometimes. And not only do you get them in white, you also get them in this green color if you feel like switching it up. The insole also features some up there branding. And you also get this little extra right here. So this is a shroud that you put on top of the shoe. The sneaker even comes with instructions of how you put on the shroud. You get these extra green as well as white laces if you want to actually put the shroud on. Here is a picture of what it looks like after you put it on. And the shroud is actually reversible, so you can even put it up this way, so you got this bright blue on top. Definitely appreciate all of the little extra details with this pair. From a quality point of view, so it is mainly made of suede on the upper. It's a pretty thin suede, so I've definitely seen a much better suede on the 2002R before, for example, that higher learning pack, and also any one of the colorways from the protection pack. Not that this is bad quality by any means, I've just seen New Balance do better. Moving on to sizing, so the 2002R is a pretty tricky shoe to give sizing recommendations for because it feels like almost every pair fits differently. In most of them, I fit true to size. However, some pairs, for example, that Phantom colorway, surprisingly, I fit a half size down in those. In this pair, however, I did get them in my true size and they are the perfect fit. And I've said this before, I love this model because it is just one of the most comfortable shoes out there, period. Perfect for all day wear and of course, barbecuing. As always, we got to talk about what these are going for on the resale market right now. So I am looking at StockX Europe prices right now. So it might be a bit different in your country, but these are going for quite a lot right now on the resale market, which makes sense considering this pretty much only released in one place and won't be releasing anymore. Which means that, yeah, these prices you saw, unfortunately, they might even get higher in the future. I can only assume for the sneakerheads in Australia, this sneaker is pretty much a must cop, considering it is the first and only time we've seen New Balance actually write Australia on the tongue. So my suggestion to you guys would probably be cop it right now rather than waiting. As usual, I will leave an affiliate StockX link in the description. Overall, the New Balance 2002R collab with Up There Store, also known as the Backyard Legends. Are these a cop or a drop? I really like this collab. You guys should also, if you get a chance, check out the promo ad for this collab. Definitely seems like Up There Store had a lot of fun filming that. And that's pretty much the perfect way I would describe the shoe. It's just a fun shoe. You get a colorway inspired by nothing really, some pretty funky laces. Just a very nice collab overall. I gotta give props to Up There Store, especially for you New Balance fans down under. These are definitely a cop. Let me know down in the comments once again, what do you guys think about this shoe? Do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.